had the surgery done. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. I had some discomfort and I was just, oh, the next day I went in, they had my new set of teeth ready. There was just an immediate difference in how I felt.
Today I'm here with Troy, who is a huge car enthusiast. And with cars, when things aren't working, you can patch them up or you can get a full upgrade. And that is what Troy did with his smile. He got dental implants. But what he didn't expect were some really surprising side effects.
There's one side effect that will blow your mind when you hear about it.
Well, let's dive into the physical side effects first. You went in, you had surgery. 24 hours later, you got your permanent teeth. Let's dive into the immediate physical side effects. Let's talk pain. Let's talk like people want to know they're going to have this procedure done.
Right.
What is it like right after?
I was one of the few that really swole up real big. And a couple weeks I had the ice packs on my face. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. I had some discomfort and I had swelling. But compared to what I was going through before, I mean, it was nothing. Before my face would swell up, I'd have an infected tooth, had an abscessed tooth. I'd have to get on antibiotics, wait for all that for the swelling to go down. Then I could go to the dentist and have something done about it. I mean, whether it was fixing the tooth or pulling the tooth, I had both of those done. The pain and discomfort I had before the dental implants, I mean, it was so much more than what I had after the surgery.
Tell me how long that pain lasted before getting your dental implants with your natural teeth.
The pain lasted for years with my natural teeth because it was an ongoing deal. I mean, over the years, it just got worse and worse, and I'd have the infections and the swelling more often. It makes your breath really bad. It's a lot of pain. You have to go through a series of antibiotics to get it to subside, and then you can go to the dentist and figure out whether you want to patch it up or if you just want to pull the tooth. And I had quite a few pulled just because I was tired of dealing with it. You know, I've had heart issues for the last 5, 6 years, and there was just an immediate difference in how I felt before the implants, before I had all those really nasty teeth taken out, and post surgery. I mean, I can just tell there's a difference. And you know, when you have bad teeth, there's just a constant poison going into your system. But like if you have an old classic car and you know, you can just do the things to get it back running again. And yeah, it's serviceable and you can drive it here or there, but it still needs a lot. Now, if you bring in like an old '69 Camaro that looks all dilapidated and you put new wheels, new paint job, new engine, and really do it up right, well, then there's nothing more beautiful in my eyes.
I like that. And then that car runs like it's brand
Oh
new,
yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
Would you say that after you got your dental implants, your body was like that new fine-tuned engine, brand new paint, new tires kind of body?
I would. I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, I'm 6 months in, and my life is totally changed.
So it actually sounds like as far as a physical side effect, that yours actually is a beneficial one. You feel like your overall health has improved.
Very beneficial. I feel much better today.
Let's go. Love that. What was eating like before you got your dental implants? Describe like a typical day, what you would try to eat and what that felt like.
I had lost all my teeth except for the ones in the front.
No way.
So I was eating everything with my front teeth. My daughter called me for Father's Day. She wanted to make me a steak. Hold on. I had to tell her that I couldn't eat it. And she didn't know, but yeah,
What did that make you feel like?
not good.
You couldn't be yourself, huh?
Mm-mm.
That's hard. It's not fair either.
It's just unfortunate.
Well, guess what?
What?
I know you got dental
I
implants.
did.
They look amazing.
Thank you.
I know you can eat that steak now, huh?
I'm eating anything I want.
Tell
Uh,
me. Walk me through what
well,
you're
I'm
eating
I'm
now.
eating steaks. I'm eating chips. I mean, just anything I want. There's no limit to what I'm been able to eat.
Were you able to eat hard foods right away or walk me through after your surgery?
I was on a soft food diet for the first 4 months, um, with soup, potatoes, you
Mac and
know,
cheese in there.
little cheese
I
in
love a little
there,
mac and cheese.
mac and cheese, pasta Alfredo
Oh, yeah.
fettuccine. Yeah, that's good, but
Is it lunchtime yet?
I'm hungry. So I went through the 4-month period of soft foods, which, looking back at it, it wasn't any amount of time. It's just 4 months, and now I'm eating whatever I want.
That's awesome. So, terms of physical side effects, no more pain. You obviously have teeth that are now allowing you to have the nutrition you want.
Right.
So now your body's like more energized. Would you say more energized, like better digestion? Are there
I
any
would
other
say
things
I
you'd
would
say?
say in the mornings when I get up, I feel better. I really do.
That's huge.
Mhm. Before, trying to eat was like trying to drive a car with flat tires. I mean, it just didn't work, but I got all new tires now, and I can eat whatever I want.
I love that for you. Okay, so now when your daughter calls and says, "Dad, Father's Day, I want to cook you up a steak," what's your answer?
Yes, I'll be there. What time?
That's amazing. All right, well, let's move on to mental side effects. Besides the physical piece of getting dental implants, were there any mental, emotional side effects that you experienced? What changes did you see in your confidence?
I don't have to hide my smile anymore. I mean, that's big. Um, when I interact with people, I'm not worried that they're seeing what I had. Yeah.
So you've seen changes in your own confidence? Yes.
You know, I hit it so well that I'm not sure that people realize. But now when they see me, I don't know if they realize what happened, that I got the implants, or if they just think, "Wow, he's smiling."
You know what's funny? I know you're a car guy. We've established that. By the way, I gotta come see your race sometime.
More than
Gotta come
welcome.
see your team. When I met you and learned how much you liked cars, I kind of felt like you were the 1969 Camaro, right? You're like this highly sought after classic car, still in mint condition, right? But you just had basically this engine that needed to be swapped out. And essentially getting your dental implants was like swapping out your engine, and people didn't know your engine was bad.
I said, "You just went and drug me out of the junkyard and put a new engine in me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the engine is something people can't see. You hit it well.
I did.
And now you're love this. I love this so much. Okay. Let's get to financial side effects because the financial piece of dental implants is something a lot of people worry about. Let's go back to before your dental implants. What kinds of things were you doing and what did that look like financially?
Well, back before I got my implants and I'd have a problem with the tooth, I was having to go into the dentist. He'd do work. That'd cost me money. Get 3 or 4 months down the road, I'd have another problem. Back to the dentist. Here's more money. With the dental implants, I mean, it's like I pulled my stock car into the pits. They changed they gave me the dental implants, i.e. the tires. I was back on the track, and here I am living my best life.
I love that. So before dental implants, lots of money out of pocket. Every time you went to do like the patchwork we talked about earlier on your car, on your body, you were always shelling out money. With this, it was kind of like a one and done.
It was 24 hours. I had a brand new set.
I think that's the perfect analogy because you like fast cars, right? So we're talking, it sounds like you got your teeth really fast.
I went in for the surgery one morning, and they put me out. I had the surgery done. Of course, I was asleep, so I didn't know what was happening. The next day, I went in. They had my new set of teeth ready, and I was out the door. I mean, 24 hours. I had a brand new set of teeth.
Let's talk about your pit crew,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Who was
They
there?
were awesome.
Yeah, tell me about them.
I worked with Robin at the center there in, Austin, and, I mean, she was wonderful.
What was her role in your dental implant process?
She was actually the one that she did the X-rays, she took all the pictures. She was like my little angel that led me around in the office there and took care of me.
Were there any extra fees for, like, what you just mentioned, the X-rays or, like, getting the
No,
implants installed, any extra
no,
fees?
there was not.
So was it all inclusive?
It was all inclusive.
Nice. So you went in for surgery. Robin was there, the doctor. Was there someone who also helped maybe put you to sleep?
That's all she was concerned with was my anesthesia, so that was nice.
So almost like a pit crew, everybody had, like, a certain
Everybody had their
task.
job. That's
Then
right.
no wonder they could do it so fast, right? Everyone's like, "Bam,
Exactly.
bam, change those tires out.
Ex
Get him back on the road." So you went in, you had your surgery. 24 hours later, you got your teeth
I
installed.
did.
Were they your permanent teeth?
They were my permanent teeth.
These teeth today?
These teeth today.
These chompers today that you were
That's right.
wow, and now permanent as in you don't have to go back for other sets of teeth.
I don't. I don't.
Well, that must have been a great financial side effect to know that you went, it was all inclusive like you mentioned, and you're not paying for multiple sets
I'm
of
not
teeth.
going to the dentist every 4, 5, 6 months to have something repaired.
Would you say saving money could be a financial side effect, a positive financial side effect of getting
I would
implants?
definitely say that, yes.
Would you?
I would. Well, I'm not spending the money on my dentist anymore. The dentist didn't take my money. I mean, yes, you have the cost of the implants, but after you paid that, you're done. You're done.
Pit stop, in and out,
Right,
and no more costly repairs and patchwork
right.
to that classic car.
Just go ahead and restore the whole thing. Don't don't patch it up. You know, I was working on my car the other day, and my brother was there, and my brother also has dental implants, but he didn't go through Nuvia. He went with another company, and he had to wait like 7, 8 months, so he was wearing the partial denture or whatever you wanna call it, and his look good now, but he had to wait, and he said that wait time wearing what he was wearing, he couldn't eat what he wanted to, and it was just a long, extended time to be like that. And we had a friend show up, and he just so happened to be going through the process, and he was like my brother, he had to wait, and he was walking around with just the metal implant sticking out. He didn't have any teeth.
Are you
I am
serious?
serious.
Wow. I can imagine having teeth that you're not proud of, but I feel like it would be even more embarrassing to have, like, kind of hardware showing for an extended time and trying to just act
That's how
normal.
they sent him in the office.
That sounds like half fixing a car, only putting half the engine in and being like, "All right, go take it."
This sounds like the auto shop you don't wanna go to.
Oh, man. Are you happy with the choice of going with Nuvia to get your dental implants?
I'm ecstatic. Yeah, I really am.
Well, when something's wrong with your car, people tend to shop around, go to different body shops, get
Right.
quotes, right, before they commit to the work. And there may be people watching right now who have shopped around, maybe even went to consultations already at other dental implant places. But there is a really helpful price guide that's linked in the description below that you can click on to get more information. I think this is cool because what you went through in your story, it's personal to you, but I think there's a lot of people out there who have
Oh,
embarrassment,
I'm
right?
sure.
Where they don't feel like they're being true to themselves or they're hiding a piece of themselves from other people because of this. And you took a leap of faith. You brought your car into the dealership. You said, "Baby, give me the
Right.
total package," right?
And don't hesitate to do it because it is an investment, but people shop around for cars, and a lot of people don't have any problem investing in a car. Invest in yourself. Yeah,
You know what? Because yourself won't ever let you down.
that's right.
We know, cars, well, we know how that goes, right?
Exactly.
Well, it sounds like really good stuff. We think side effects, we think pain, we think negative. But in this case, for you, with your permanent teeth in 24 hours, other than a little bit of an adjustment period, you had a lot of really beneficial
I
side
did. I
effects.
did.
And hey, if you're thinking about getting dental implants, maybe you've got 4 busted tires yourself. You're out there shopping around trying to find a quote, just like you do if you were fixing your car. There's a really great free dental implant cost guide linked in the description below. Click on that, get all the information you need. And until next time,
Keep
keep
smiling.
smiling.